Hey guys, it's Gavin from Ironcore. I'm now doing a deck profile for Ice Barriers with Tidal. Of course, because why not tack Dragon Rulers into every elemental deck that you own? That's what Konami wanted. That's what we'll do. So this is my new deck profile. I'm so glad to have these back. This is my baby. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, so this deck is something I put together at Gen Con right before Duel the Masters. I wanted something that would be pretty, not anti-meta, but non-meta. Because that's what those decks really hurt. They hurt a lot of meta decks. So this is what it was, a non-meta deck. And I actually did really good. I got 800 life points away from this deck, which was really fun. So yeah, this is where this idea came from anyways. 3 titles. I mean, it's a good water. You can get your Gantalas to the grave, which is the point of this deck. 2 Gantalas, you only need 2 because you don't want to clog them in your hands. 1 General Raya, really good for stunning your opponent. 1 Daisojo, super good. Again, you can get locked down with him and some of these other guys and your opponent can't do anything about it, which is so fun. 3 Strategists of the Ice Barriers. He's the main engine of your deck. You ditch your Ice Barriers to draw cards and you just cycle through your deck and you get stuff out of the grave, which is what you kind of want this deck to do. The deck thrives off of grabbing stuff out of the graveyard. So you just send your monsters to the grave because basically you're foolish. 2 Defenders of the Ice Barrier. Your opponent can't attack if they have more than 1600 attack, which is the same as his defense. So if you do the math, he doesn't go anywhere and your opponent can't attack any of your monsters. So he's super awesome. Triple Prior of the Ice Barrier. Again, he's another Reborn, which is one of the ways you cycle stuff out of your graveyard and get your Gantalas back. And he can really be really nice loot because you special Gantala with him. At the end phase, Gantala specials him back, so your opponent really can't get over it. So you just keep looping it out. 1 Double Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier. So again, it's a back row heavy format, so she kind of gets rid of some of the back row that maybe have problems. It's pretty nice, and she's a good beater too, level 4. 2 Secret Gods of the Ice Barrier. He's so awesome, I love him. Your opponent can't target any of your Ice Barriers with effects from effect monsters. So like anything that they would try to be able to get over your lockdowns with, he stops. He's like the final piece of the lockdown, so it's really, really good. We got 1 Liz, Defender of the Ice Barrier. He's just in here for another name, because it's good to have different names for the Ice Barrier monsters, and he's also in here because he gives you a +1 for a draw if you just set him. It gives you turns to stall out, which is nice. I run 2 Surfaces. Surface targets just about all the level 3 and below water monsters that you have in here. So it just starts getting the defense on. It helps you Synchro Summon, it helps you get your Gantalas and stuff back. It's just an incredibly good card. You could run 3 Surfaces, but I just like 2. I don't want it to be too cloggy. Triple Medallion of the Ice Barrier. It is a Rhoda for any card in your deck except for Tidal. This is one of the most broken cards in YuGiOh in my opinion. It's so good. It search anything. Then we have 1 Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier. It's a fun card. If you get it off, you pretty much win. It's super good. Triple Duality, because we can. And because combo pieces are good. So, triple. 1 Foolish Burial. The point is to send stuff to the graveyard, so it helps it get it off. 1 Dark Hole, because it's the only one left. I don't run MSTs, because I don't want them. Traps. We have 1 Mirror Force. You could run 2, but I like it. 1 Compulse. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. And 1 Warning. And 1 Terminal. It's pretty much the basic trap lineup, except for the Mirror Force. Maybe you don't have to run that, I guess. But that's just like everything's at 1. You run 1 of everything. 2 Dimensional Prisons. Very good. You gotta stop your opponent's monsters. These are not huge beat sticks at first, so this helps your early game plays. Helps you get over your opponent's monsters. 1 Dark Bribe. I just don't know what's gonna happen, and they're not worried about Heavy Storm anymore, is what I used to run it. But I just know that there's gonna be stuff that you need to negate when you do go off. And it's pretty nice. I'm not really worried about the +1 you're giving your opponent. If that doesn't matter how many +1s they got, if they can never get over you with your lockdown. I run 2 Calls of the Haunted. I was running 3, but then I added a new tech in. Call of the Haunted is really, really good. It grabs any of your monsters out of the graveyard, and they can't really do anything about it. And if you have Daisojo on the field, even if they MST your call, you just chain it, and your monster is going to survive. Period. Yeah. Alright, and then next we have Pinpoint Guard, which is my new tech. It's a very, very good card. I had it lying around because I pulled it back when it was worth nothing, and so I didn't trade it off. And so now it's worth something, which is kind of cool, I guess. But the beauty of this is you just special summon any of your guys. For example, you can get out Defender or just anyone that you can target with this, and it's going to survive that turn, which means your next turn you're going to have combo plays no matter what. Where it's called haunted, it may be a little bit more iffy. So that's why I really like this, because it helps you set up your combos for next turn. And for the extra deck, what you're going to run is basically the exact same extra deck that you might run in a Mermail deck, which is why I kind of call them Mermail barriers sometimes. One Army Arm, Catastor, HTS, Sahemoth, he's kind of good. He's just level 6 target, it's good to have. Gungnir, Scrap Dragon. Gachi Daigusto, you have level 2s you can overlay. Leviathan, Abysstrite, no real reason to run her, but I didn't have anything else to put in. So yeah, forget her. One Abyss Dweller, really good card if you can poop him out and boost all your monsters and they can't get over you. One Bahamut Shark, it's a good card. 2 Gaius, it's really good. Master Blades and Big Eye, we do run a lot of level 7s in here, which is why I kind of call it Tidal Barriers, because it works a lot like Mermails, it just works with more of a stun, basically. So yeah, there you go. That is my deck profile for Mermail barriers, Tidal barriers, Ice barriers, whatever you'd like to call them. I'm going to call them Tidal barriers. Thank you for watching.
This is Iron Toy. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, rate, comment, and subscribe.
Go back